Hey, listen, a lot of you guys think that my prediction for the last 6, 7 years about schools closing was an exaggeration. I get a lot of teachers, especially, that fight back. And they tell me, no, schools are not going to close. That's impossible. And I even had one teacher the other day that made the most asinine comment and said, well, people can't afford to stay in school districts. That was like the most unintelligent thing, especially coming from a teacher, that I could hear. That you're judging or predetermining what a community's income status is, and that has something to do with school closings, which just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So listen up, guys. Corpus Christi, Texas. Look, I got a video every day for at least the next 2 weeks of school districts all around the country. See, I think a lot of people think this is just local. This isn't local, guys. This is a nationwide deal. I told you guys when the pandemic happened, that was a trial run to determine how they were going to go about closing schools as you know them in brick and mortar. Now, are schools going to go away completely? Absolutely not. That would be like the most uneducated thing for anyone to think or believe. I've never said that, but I did say that schools as you know it will change because you have AI enhanced education, you have skill-based education, you have homeschool, you have unlearning. If you don't know what unlearning is in the school, you need to figure out what that is. See, a lot of people are like, well, the birth rate is going down. Listen, birth rate ain't got nothing to do with schools closing. I don't care what the government wants you to believe. I'm telling you what I know. It has nothing to do with birth rate. It's about low enrollment. Now, when low enrollment happens, people tend to think, well, are kids just dropping out of school? Are kids just not going to school? Listen, if that was the case, the jail houses will be full because parents are not sending their kids to school. So let that BS out your head too. What's happening is kids are homeschooling, they're micro learning, they're skill-based learning. There's so many different variables of how people are educating their kids. Now, just because you don't know about it, don't mean that's not happening. You're just behind the 8 ball. It's time to be intellectually honest and say, hey, listen, this is an area that's out of the scope of my knowledge. It's that simple. That doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. That doesn't mean anything like that. Basically, all that is saying is that there is something going on that you are not privy to knowing. It's that simple. So listen, you got to put yourself in a situation where you're in the know and that you're aware of what's going on.